Welcome in to the USL PRO Weekend Preview. My name's Nicholas Murray. Very pleased to be joined by Jake Edwards as we take a look ahead to three of this weekend's games, starting off on Friday night as the Richmond Kickers visit the Rochester Rhinos at Salem Stadium. There's a real contrast in styles, Jake. Richmond comes in 24 goals in 10 games. Rochester, only 4 goals conceded in their past 8 outings, should make for a really interesting clash of styles.
Yeah, it should be a good game. We're looking at one of the most stingiest defences in the league this season, going up against one of the top scoring teams in the league this season. So it should be an interesting match. Critical game for Rochester as they try to solidify their place in the playoffs and move up the table. Equally important for Richmond as they look to keep the distance closing with Orlando and the Galaxy. So it should be a very interesting game.
Well, moving on to Saturday night, we visit Charlotte as the Eagles host the Wilmington Hammerheads. Now, these two teams are moving in different directions. Wilmington comes in with 3 straight victories. Charlotte, on the other hand, has taken 3 straight losses. Wilmington, can they continue their hot run on the road?
Absolutely, yeah. They're looking a real dangerous team at the moment. We're well organised. You know, Coach Irving is a real experienced coach and knows this league inside out. He's been doing this for many years. He's integrated the players from Toronto really well, and they're moving up the table. They've got 3 or 4 games in hand on the teams above them, so they need to start taking some points off of the teams above them. But I think they're really looking at a very strong playoff contender. Charlotte, they're on the way, you know, they're passing each other on the way down, so they've got to correct that 3-game losing streak, and I'm sure they'll be working hard to address that against Wilmington.
Well, for Sunday night, we head to Pennsylvania, and the first Keystone Derby of the season as the Pittsburgh Riverhounds host the Harrisburg City Islanders. Now, Pittsburgh, obviously coming off a really nice win in the Open Cup in midweek, they're still looking for their first win, but I think that will give them a bounce. Harrisburg, though, scoring a lot of goals in recent games. It should be a tough test for the Riverhounds' defence.
Yeah, Harrisburg have, you know, slowish start to the season, not putting so many goals away. Now they've really hit the form, and the goals are flying in, 3, 4, 5 goals a game. So, I mean, they're going to be a real handful to deal with for Pittsburgh. And Pittsburgh, not in the best moment right now for them, of course, near the bottom of the table, struggling to get a win. But I think they'll be looking to correct that. And obviously the Open Cup result this week has really given the guys a lot of confidence. Big moment for the interim coach there to put his stamp on the team. And Harrisburg is pretty close to them in the table, so they need to get some points out of this game.
Well, we hope you'll join us for all of this weekend's action on YouTube. We hope you'll also follow us at USL PRO on Twitter, and make sure you like our Facebook, Google+, and Instagram accounts to keep up with all of the news from around the league. We hope you'll join us again on Monday as we take a look back on all of the weekend's action. But until then, for Jake, my name's Nicholas. Thanks for joining us.